Hello, so today I am going to be prepping my half wig for to wear. This is going to be my everyday half wig that I wear every day, especially to work and to do errands or whatever. So I'm going to show you how I prep the wig. Today the products that we're going to be using will be this hair mousse. I love this mousse. It's from Walmart. So this is it really gives your hair a good firm hold, and also it defines any wave patterns for us, like the wave patterns and the curl patterns to any type of texture hair. Also, I'm going to be trying out the spray gel from this company. It's Not Your Mother's. It's Defining Curl Talk. So this is from Walmart. These two brands here from Walmart. I love it. They're very pricey now. This mousse, I think I paid like $8 for, $6 to $8. It's really worth it because it's really, really good. It gives a good firm hold, and also this says it starts at hold at the number 4, so that's pretty strong right there. So a good firm hold. And we're also going to be using some oil sheen. These are the only products that I use for my half wig. Now this is a brand new half wig. I just bought it yesterday, and it's from this company here. I think it's Outtree. I hope I'm saying it right. I may not be saying it right. Outtree, or whatever. So this wig here, it is it says it has a deluxe cap and it lays flat, and I'm gonna show you the inside of the cap. Also, there's different designs, and we're using this in the color chocolate swirl. All right, so this is synthetic. I bought this from my local beauty supply store. This was on sale for like, I want to say $40 or something like that. So also on the back here, it has a QR code to where I can go online and order one. So I probably will do that next time. But here it has the different colors and different ways, and this is the inside of the cap. But I'm gonna physically show you that here in a minute. And if you open up the inside, it has how to care, how to style it, and whatever you need to know about styling and caring for this half wig. Also, too, there's other info, different styles that you can put it in as well. You can also use it as a ponytail because it is a drawstring as well. So we're going to get into this hair. All right, so this is a synthetic wig, but it looks so beautiful. I love this chocolate swirl color. Okay, like I said, every time before I put on a half wig, I always prep it. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the front. All right, everything. So I'm gonna go ahead, since you guys seen this, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. I'll show you one more time in the video. And we're just gonna take her off the mannequin. She is so pretty. All right, I can't wait to wear her. So we're gonna take her off the mannequin head right quick. And this is what she looks like up close and personal. All right, and this is the inside of the cap. All right, so I'm gonna get into the inside of the cap first. Okay, she has combs up here at the top. She has 2 combs on the side right here. All right, it's a full cap, so I'm gonna turn it inside out. There's nothing in here but the brand name, and it's like a kind of a mesh black. That's all that's inside of the cap. And it also has a comb here at the bottom. Now, when I have wigs, I always cut the bottom of the comb out. What another thing I really like about this, okay, so another thing I like about this, it doesn't have the adjustable straps. You know what? I think, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have the, like the little band that be like right there with the in some of the wigs, it have like the little adjustable like strap band thing right here. I'm glad it doesn't have that because I always cut them out anyway. So how I prep my wig, the first thing I do is cut this comb out because it always is pulling in the back of my head, pulling like my baby hair back there in the kitchen part. So what I do is I take one of these little razors here, and I go ahead and I just simply cut the comb out of here. So it doesn't take long when you use this. You can use scissors, but scissors just take a little bit longer if you use scissors to cut this. I used a little razor. You can get them for $1 or whatever. They're real. So like I said, I'm cutting it out, and it's just faster to do it this way. You see how fast it's coming off. So this only takes a minute, literally, as you can see, literally a minute. All right, so we cut that comb out. Their tag is on there, but we cut that comb out. I can't stand that comb in the back. All right, another good thing about this is a drawstring wig. Nowadays they are making drawstring wigs. Okay, so it doesn't need the little elastic thing, you know, the two little elastic things on the side, because it's a drawstring to where you can turn it into a ponytail. You can adjust it to fit your head size. So like, you know, the cap size of your head. So you can bring it in, like I said, and make it and wear it as if it's a ponytail type of thing. Or you can loosen it. There's the drawstring here. You loosen it, and we're gonna bring it up so I can turn it back into a wig. So it's like a versatile type of wig, okay? But we're gonna wear it as a wig. I'm not gonna wear it as a ponytail. So I just did that. So I'm gonna put her back on the mannequin head real quick, because we are going to prep her. I always prep even my synthetic wigs, okay? I prep them. All right, she should stay. If not, I have to put her on my wig block, but she should stay. So now I'm gonna turn her to the back right here, because this is the most important part here. All right, so what I'm gonna do with synthetic hair, keep in mind that when you're using synthetic hair, do not run your fingers through the synthetic hair, because if you do that, you're gonna lose the curl pattern. Okay, don't take no big tooth comb and comb through it, none of that. Just leave it as it is. It has a regular curl pattern. It's chemically, you know, processed this way. Now, the only time you can run your fingers through and use big tooth combs and comb the hair out, unless it's 100% human hair. But I wouldn't recommend running it through synthetic. So now we're going to take the mousse. We're going to shake the mousse up. All right. We're going to put this mousse on there. Now, when I put the mousse on there, okay, I'm not going to run my fingers through it. I'm just going to apply the mousse and just put it on the wig. Okay, just like so. I'm not running my fingers through it. I'm just applying the mousse on there gently, just putting it on there. Now, what this does, as you can see, this half wig was dry. Okay, it was very dry. But the way how I prep my wigs my half wigs, synthetic half wigs, before I put them on, it looks really natural. They don't look dry. And we're just going to do it just like this. Okay, we're not running our fingers through it. Okay, we're just putting this, because you don't want to mess up the curl pattern. And we're just bringing this down until all the mousse is really worked in the synthetic wig. All right, so we got that going on. All right, so the back is good. You see how already, I'm gonna bring it closer. You see how already it looks like it has some kind of life or nourishment or moisture. All right, so now I'm gonna turn her around. She got some mousse up here, that's okay. We're gonna turn her around, and we're gonna put some mousse here where it looks kind of dry yet. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna put mousse there to get her to look natural, because when you buy a half wig, you don't want to just slap it on your head and think, oh, I can just slap the wig on and go. No, you got to do a little something to it to make it look like it looks like a human hair. You want to make it look like, you know, real. You don't want to make it look, you know, not too, you know, I guess I'm using the right word, realistic, unrealistic, or whatever. But anyway, you want to make sure that it looks real, so that way when somebody sees you, they won't even think it's a synthetic. They'll think it's human. Okay? So we got this going on, and we're gonna do this other side here. You see how dry it looks? Look at the difference. See how dry it just looks dry? And so we're gonna get it looking like a little moisture going on. And like I said, I am not running my fingers through it. You can see I'm just placing the mousse on the hair. Do not run your fingers through synthetic hair. It will mess up the curl pattern. And I've done that. I know I've probably done it in a couple of videos that I've done before. And that was my mistake. I was just thinking it was human hair. Because like I said, human hair, you can be kind of rough with the human hair. You can be kind of, you know, run your fingers through it. But with this synthetic, it's best to not run your fingers through it. Just place whatever kind of products that you're using. Just kind of place it on there. And just take your time and work the product into the wig. Do not run your fingers through it. All right, so we're just taking your time. Be patient. Let this mousse settle all the way in. You see how it's defining the curls. So we're just setting this in. Now, if you want to, you don't have to have a mannequin. You could put it on your head and work this stuff in. But to me, it's just easier to do it on a mannequin head or a wig block. It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. So the first thing is to putting the mousse on. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some gel. To use this spray gel. Now this is my kind of like my first time using this spray gel, but I think it'll help out for keeping the hair in place. You know what I'm saying? So it will not really move. You kind of want it to be not too stiff, but look at the difference. This is the before and after. All right. I wasn't supposed to pick up the camera. All right, so we got her going on right there. So now I'm just gonna take this spray gel. I like that it's in a spray bottle. This is it right here. Got this from Walmart. And we're just gonna spray it all on the hair. It comes out like a misty spray. As you can see, it's like a mist, which is good. So what this spray gel is going to do is going to get the hair kind of firm, okay, to where it will stay in case if like any wind blows or anything. It will not like get the hair out of place. And that's the whole purpose of me buying this, spray gel. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this on there, in the front, all over. Just get all the areas. All right, and I like the fact, like I said, it comes out as a mist, a really misty type spray, which is nice. Instead of having the gel in a jar and you're messing up your hands and you're getting your hands all sticky and then trying to apply it, this is a spray gel, something new. So after you take whatever kind of gel or spray gel, or sometimes you can put a little spritz on there. It really wouldn't hurt if you put a little spritz or hairspray to just kind of keep the curls or waves on hold, you know what I'm saying, in place or whatever. We got that. So now next I'm going in with my oil sheen. Use whatever kind of oil sheen you like. The oil sheen, what the oil sheen is going to do with this synthetic, it's going to weigh it down. You saw how just kind of frizzy it was when I first, before I even applied anything on it. Oil sheen kind of helps weigh the synthetic hair down and gives it a little bit more natural look. So you're just going to take the oil sheen and spray it all over the hair, especially in the back. Now this oil sheen is really going to help make the hair, the synthetic hair, look so natural, okay? And this is why I say, to me, I'd rather do the hair on a mannequin head. I know the smoke is, not the smoke, the oil sheen is probably fogging up the camera, but you want to put a lot of this, somewhat a lot, because synthetic hair, it absorbs stuff, but it seems to get dry very quick. And with the oil sheen, you might not even have to put this on every day. I will put oil sheen on maybe once every other day or a couple of times out the week, just to keep the style looking kind of like natural. And like I said, it helps weigh it down, because a lot of times with the synthetic wigs, their density is like on 1,000. The density of a synthetic wig could be like 200 instead of like 150 with human hair, or like, one something, but or 180. with human. With synthetic, it can be on 200 or 3. The density could be on 200 or 300. But look at her now. If you see, she looks very, very natural. This is all the products that I used. Didn't use too many products. You don't have to use too many. I'm bringing it down a little closer. All right, this is her in the front. This is her in the back. And I'm going to put her on my head so you can see what she looks like on my head, not the mannequin head. All right. Okay, so I'm sorry I look a mess, but I'm about to look cute here in a minute. Okay, so I already cornrowed my hair. I just put 3 cornrows in. Now I'm going to go in with this Lusty. This is my favorite. This is the Lusty Edge and Braid Gel Shea Butter. I got it from Dollar Tree for $1.25. This right here is so good. I live by this, okay? It's to the point to where when I went in Dollar Tree the other day, they didn't have none. But guess what? They have a QR code right here, and I scanned it, and I can order it online. So I'm going to be ordering these stuff by the case because it's a very small in a very small jar. I hope that when I order it online, it comes in a bigger jar. But if not, I live by this stuff. I wouldn't buy no other edge gel but this. I recommend it. The reason why, because it helps keep the flyaways down. And I'm trying to not even put any more chemicals in my hair. So in order to like make it look like slick, you see how kind of nappy it looks like around the edges? That's fine. I'm trying to go natural. But this stuff right here is like magic, and it looks like this. It's kind of clear, and it smells really good. So what I do to get my edges, because I'm gonna put a headband on, and I'm gonna do this like as if because it is a half wig, and I'm just gonna put a headband on. So I need to do my edges. So what I do is I take this. I already kind of you can use like coconut oil or something like that to grease your edges so they won't look so dry. But I already did that earlier. I may take a little bit more coconut oil here and put it on my edges before I put more of this on. But the best thing to do is kind of like grease your edges a little bit. So now I'm going in with this little coconut oil, and I'm kind of putting just a little oil on my edges, because that's what keeps your edges kind of healthy too. When your edges are dry, they tend to break off. So you see I've been kind of keeping my edges. So I take a little oil and I go around my edges like so to get them, moisturized and nourished with whatever kind of grease or oil you use. Just put that on just around your edges or whatever, and that'll help them, so they won't be so dry and breaking off and stuff like that. And I just use a little bit more, and then it kind of helps it to look natural. Don't want to use too much of this coconut oil, because if sometimes I get overboard with the coconut oil and I have oil all on my forehead, so we don't want that. Then I got my edge bridge here, so I'm gonna take some more of this stuff and apply it. It's like edge control, because I can do baby hairs if I want to, if I need to. Okay, so I use this edge because, like I said, this is an edge and braid gel control type thing. So I can do my little baby hairs or whatever. But I'm not doing any baby hairs. This is just for the edges, period. So, but like I said, this stuff here is like magic. And you see I use a lot. So, and then we're going to use this much. We're going to massage it through really good, because that's the first part of the hair people see is the front. So the front of the hair. So all right, then I'm going to take the brush part of the edge control. The brush part of the, what is this called, edge brush or whatever, and just kind of brush it in. As you can see, it's pretty straight. It kind of gives it that look like I just got a relaxer, but I didn't. All right, that's the look that we're going for. Now, I'm not worried about this in the middle because the wig is going to cover this. It's just this in the front, the edges. You see how it's just so slick? You might see a little white residue. That's just the edge control, because I use a lot of it. I don't use gel. I prefer to use this edge control stuff for like stuff like this, you know, because gel. So before I even put on my wig, I like to put on my headband first. And I just put it around my neck. And I do that. All right. And then next, we're putting her on. I can't wait. I'm excited. So what I like to do, this is the reason why I braid my hair in 3 cornrows. You know, like I said, I might have some flyaways right here. But it's because of the combs. Okay, so I take the comb and I stick it into that braid. Where's that braid? Right there? About right there. So I kind of eyeball it a little bit. And then I have the 2 braids here on the side. Okay, so remember, there is some combs up here. Dang. So you see these combs on the side? And I just take the combs and put it within that braid. Like that. So I don't have to worry about this coming off. One thing I like about hair wigs, you don't have to worry about all that glue and all that lace and stuff, all that crazy mess. You don't have to worry about it. And see, this is what it looks like. And I'll probably still have to fix it a little bit when I got it on my head. But I think I may want to move it back just a little bit. I'm not sure. But you see how the edges look with this stuff? I'm going to get a little bit closer to the camera. Turn the camera around. So, yeah, here we go. So that's a lot better. So, I think I might move it back some, or is it back good enough? I'm not sure, but it's in there. It's snug. It's not going anywhere. So I might slightly move it back just a little bit. So I'm just going to undo the combs, and this is why I do 3 cornrows, okay? And I may just slightly move it back to about 1 inch. All right, we're going to put it right there. That should work. Then we're going to take the combs and stick it inside of that braid. Stick it over here inside of this braid. And I'm going to take the drawstring in the back and I'm going to pull it a little bit tighter because it does feel like it was kind of loose. So I'm just going to pull it, the drawstring. Keep in mind this one is a drawstring. And you can adjust it to your size so where it fits snug or however tight you want it to fit. Okay, so it ain't going nowhere. All right, and then I take the headband and let's see, then I put it on. Put it on the hair. Like I said, it's easier to put the headband around your neck first and then put the wig on. I mean, but you do it however you want to do it. This is how I do it. This is what's easier for me to make like a headband wig. All right, so we got her on. And now we're going to, you see that line? You won't be able to see it no more. You just take your headband and you just pull it over. Looks good already. And then you just, that's why I was trying to make sure, and then make sure that's not showing. And pull that over. Get it over good over here on the sides. Like pull it up. Check this side. And pull it over. Like I said, this is going to be my everyday half wig. Everyday wig. And she's done. Now, I may have to like add more product if I want to. Add more, you know, spray gel or add more, whatever I need to add. But right now, oh, remember, don't put your fingers through it. Just kind of gently, you know, do that. But yeah, so she's very pretty. She looks good. Like I said, I think I may have to add a little bit more mousse and a little bit more mousse to it because I want it to look down a little bit. Maybe add a little bit more oil sheen. But for right now, this is what she looks like. She looks like this. All right, and then I need to put some earrings on because I just look naked. Okay, so this is what she looks like. Again, let me go ahead and just spray some more spray gel. This is that spray gel, so I'm gonna try. And some more oil sheen. I just want to get this part flat. I don't know why she's sticking up like that. but she'll do. She will do. Okay. All right. So guys, once again, this is from the company Altry. All right, this company here, and this is the Converti-Cap. That's what it says, Converti-Cap, and the color chocolate swirl. So you can wear her as a ponytail or a half wig. You can take some, you can do some leave out in the front of your hair and cover the line up or whatever, however you want to do it. But I just wore it today as a headband, as you can see. So that's what she looks like. So easy. Like I said, you can put the products on while you have it on your head, or you can put it on a mannequin head, or you can put it on a wig block. But yeah, she is very pretty, and I'm gonna be wearing her a lot. Okay, a lot. She is too pretty. All right, so I'm going to end this video, and I'm glad she turned out really good. This is what she looks like. She's pretty full. She, like I said, she has great density. Looks like about 200, because keep in mind, this is synthetic. All right, so this is her one last time. So ladies, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it. Bye.